A magnificent setting, two great teams. What drama here.
It's right for Arsenal. Ian Wright yet again.
What a shot, that's what a shot.
Not good.
Absolute Bobby Dazzler.
And look at that! And here comes Hurt. He's got some people on the pitch. They think it's all over. It is now.
Hello, welcome to a brand new series of They Think It's All Over. My name's Lee Mack, and in the sports news this week, after Arsenal's penalty miss against Man City, Arsene Wenger unveils his new spot kick specialists. And at the post-Ashes Downing Street party, Andrew Flintoff reacted badly to the question, mineral water or orange juice? This series, Phil Tufnell has left the crease, but in his place is a man who's been a regular on the German version of this show, which is called Jeff Hurst has scored again, the lucky bastard. It's one of the all-time tennis greats, three times Wimbledon champion, Boris Becker. With Boris and Jonathan, a former England cricket captain whose nervous father could only bear to follow the cricket on CFAX. Then again, now the cricket's gone to Sky, that's how we'll all be forced to follow it. It's Nasser Hussain!
Hey, Nasser!
With Ian and Rory this week, a Spurs and England striker who apparently is terrified of spiders. At the moment, he's having a massive problem with Daddy Longlegs, or Peter Crouch, as he's better known. Jermaine Defoe! Now, a lot's happened since the show was last on air. England won the Ashes, London won the Olympics, Liverpool won the Champions League, and just the other week, Sven's men finally bagged a place at the World Cup top table in Germany with victories against Austria and Poland. But Ian, Rory and Jermaine, something inspired the England team to their victories. So, what was it?
Can I just say, I think we're living in very peculiar times, very strange times. Odd things are happening in the world. But strangest of all, Ian, strangest of all.
I can't remember. Spurs.
Go on.
Spurs.
are above.
Spurs are above Arsenal.
It's not like it's 2 points, is it, really?
What are you trying to say? It's more than 2 points?
It's way more than 2 points, isn't it? I can't write.
Jermaine, you must be hoping for the England play up front for England. It's more important to you than Spurs winning anything, isn't it, for you?
I don't know, obviously it's important for obviously the club to do well. Especially
Speak the truth.
Do that again, I thought it was Arnold Schwarzenegger sitting next to me.
What are you saying, James?
It's always nice to be, obviously, above Arsenal, definitely. It's always nice.
How do you know it's always nice? Never happened before. You're frightened of spiders, aren't you, Jimmy?
Yeah.
But seriously, absolutely really petrified.
Really.
And do the other players know about this?
Oh, yeah, obviously they play jokes and things like that, you know. It's terrible.
Well, were the real spiders or toy spiders or what?
Real spiders.
Why don't you just say to them, why don't you just go away! Go away, leave me alone!
But I can...
Or I'll put this cup over here! So, back to the question. Do you remember that?
Oh, what was the question?
Oh.
What inspired England to their
it
victory?
can't be Sven, can it? I mean, because Sven is not inspirational, is he? Would you say? No. I mean, we can, without having to compromise your England position on the bench, Jermaine.
Rory, why are you being like that?
Well, no, I'm just saying. Obviously, Jermaine doesn't want to be rude about Sven.
Well,
But let's you have opinions about Sven.
He gets home, he does all this ridiculous interview with his shy, retiring, massive forehead kind of vibe, what he does, and then he, he goes home, and Nancy says, "Did you get away with it again?" And he says, "Yes." And he says, "Even when they lose to Northern Ireland," he said, "and I tried to do it on purpose."
I have to say, that's funny and a fantastic impression of Sven and Nancy.
Excuse me, from a German point of view, we hope that this coach is going to stay for another 10 years.
I've read to me you're actually inspired by Ian Wright, aren't you, Jimmy?
Right.
He's going to get all embarrassed.
I mean, that's interesting, isn't it? Because, you know, you watch videos of Ian Wright and think, one day I want to host a crappy chat show. I think I'm right in saying it was something to do with the cricket, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think Lampard is on record of saying that once they saw England bring home the Ashes, they played better.
Yeah.
It's odd, because England won the Ashes before the Northern Ireland game, before the Denmark game, and before the Austrian game. So news must have filtered through very late. The English camp, you know.
Is the correct answer.
Thank you very much. We got there in the end.
According to Frank Lampard, the England football team are keen to emulate the cricketers who won the Ashes. I loved watching the cricketers beat Australia and the celebrations in Trafalgar Square, and that has to be an inspiration for us, because if we won the World Cup, the whole country would come to a stop. Jermaine is especially keen to see a World Cup winning England on an open-top bus. Then he can get the driver to go under a low bridge and decapitate Peter Crouch. Boris, Jonathan and Nasser, it's a cricketing question for you. Have a look at this. Now, of course, we've all gone cricketing mad this summer, thanks to England's wonderful triumph when Michael Vaughan and the boys brought home the Ashes. Yes. Although mainly played in a spirit of sportsmanship and good behaviour, it wasn't all sweetness and light, and tempers did spill over a couple of times. So, Boris, Jonathan and Nasser, how did the Australians wind up England, and what did the England team do to upset Ricky Ponting's men?
You know, it's kind of unfair we get this question because Nasser's sitting there and, you know, you get to watch the fellas go man on the open-top bus, and that must have been difficult. Although we should tell them you've been around London on the open-top bus as well. How was the sightseeing tour this afternoon?
I was in Cardiff when they were on the open-top bus. I was at a Toad Sport game. 3 people at Cardiff commentating. I missed the bus.
Literally and metaphorically.
Oh, Jesus. Well, you've brought us all down now. Thanks for that. Really, you paved the way for their success. You took that team and you made them ready for success, didn't you, Nasser? I think we're fair in saying that.
I've been saying that for months. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I don't want to exaggerate this or embarrass you, but I think of you as I do Moses. Who took his people who were languishing and took them on an exodus. He took them, in fact, to the Promised Land, and he himself was not allowed in the Promised Land. Not through lack of heart or faith or spirit, but because, and I think I can quote the Bible on this, because he doth have a bad run of luck in the one-dayers against the Jebusites. Is that not correct?
We don't even have cricket on television. So I don't really know what the Ashes mean. Is it a World Cup? Is it an important championship? I mean, what's the Ashes? What's it all about?
What a great country to live in with no cricket on the television.
What do you have instead? What's the big German sport?
Well, we have football, and then we have football, and lots of football, and a little bit of tennis.
And the fussball. It's football they call it, don't they?
Fußball.
And what do they call the tennis?
They used to call it my name, but now they only call it tennis.
Sein oder nicht sein? Das ist die Frage.
Jawohl.
Hey, that was sounded awesome.
I'm frightened when he said jawohl to me.
It sounded sexy. But I don't mean it like that. I'm just, you know, jawohl. Jonathan, do a jawohl. See? Why does your German have to be so gay? Why can't you be a more macho German like Boris?
Boris, what is the German for gay, Boris?
Well, there are a number of expressions for it.
No, yeah.
As there are over here, but which is the one that you would say to someone who happened to be a gay friend, perhaps?
Ein schwuler Freund.
So yes. The word for gay is school friend, is what you're saying?
Schwul. We get it now.
So, Boris, Jonathan and Nasser, how did the Australians wind up England, and what did the England team do?
I don't know.
I haven't said it!
I just explained to you. It's England against Australia. That's the only way in England play Australia.
And India, and Pakistan, and West Indies.
Everyone.
Yeah, there's a few teams.
Sorry for my ignorance, but we don't...
It's not ignorance, you just don't know.
Were you gripped by Ashes fever, Ian?
Anything that England are doing at England level, international level, I'm excited about if they're winning. The best English game I think I've ever seen was when we actually beat Germany 5-1. Yeah.
But let's ask boys, because you know about football, don't you?
Who was in the stadium Who left at 4-1? It was me. I couldn't take it anymore. You know, it was such an
Why?
embarrassing
What was the
night.
problem? Why?
Well,
Had you met somebody?
Like, it was a great game, and you've got to say, you know, in the Germans' back garden, this, for me, with you sitting there as a German, is it's brilliant.
Anyway, back to the question. Well, I guess Australia tried to upset England by sledging them, like they've done.
What does that mean?
That means just generally abusing players' wives and girlfriends.
Hang on.
In what way?
Surely you gave me...
It's a gentleman's
When
game.
you talk about cricket, that makes it sound
No,
exciting.
yes.
Did you do it, Nasser?
No, I wasn't in long enough to...
You were not in long enough.
I'll give you a point.
Oh, mate.
Good hosting.
Yes, the bad feeling went back to before the first test, when weak-ankled Aussie fast bowler Glenn McGrath predicted that Australia would thump England 5-0. Aussie skipper Ricky Ponting was identified at the age of 8 as a future Australian captain by his grandmother. "One day," she said, "one day, that little shit will lose the Ashes for us." And at the end of that round, Ian's team has 3 points and Boris's team has 3 points.
There you go.
We press on with the photo fit round. Ian, Rory and Jermaine, who do you think is lurking in here?
It's Cilla Black.
Don't say that about
Cilla Black.
Cilla. She's a national treasure, man.
This probably isn't the answer, but it looks like a wonderful magical pig man. Like you'd seen like a Czechoslovakian children's show. Remember like the singing ringing tree where there was the dwarf and the boat and the tree? That might have had a pig man in it. Did it have a pig man in it?
I'm glad to see that Phil Tufnell left you a present when he left.
Jermaine, what do you think?
Sam Allardyce, the eyes.
So what about, you don't think that has
I think that's
Peterson?
rugby player.
No, man.
Which one?
That's, what's his name?
It's Freddie Youngberg?
No, Henson.
Henson.
Oh, Henson?
Yeah.
The Muppets bloke.
But it's the beard, man.
The beard is... it's Malcolm Glazer.
I think Malcolm Glazer.
OK, recap again. Who are you going for?
Sam Allardyce, Gavin Henson, Malcolm Glazer.
Malcolm Glazer.
OK, let's have a look. There you go. So what we saw there were the spiky teased locks of Welsh rugby player Gavin Henson, the bloodhound features of Bolton's would-be England boss Sam Allardyce, and the ginger beard of Man United owner and genuine soccer fan Malcolm Glazer. Billionaire Malcolm Glazer is said to be the ultimate embodiment of the American dream, and if Rory McGrath ever has a love child with John McCririck, that dream just might come true. Gavin Henson is 6'2", weighs 16 stone and shaves his chest 3 times a week. Not for nothing is he known as the Welsh Lindsay Davenport. Any truth in those rumours, Boris?
Not her chest.
That'll do. That is a very succinct answer that I am not going to argue with. Boris Jonathan Nasser, here's your image.
Wait.
Okay.
Blimey.
That's a big old mouth.
You know, just off the top of my head, it looks like Ant being buggered by Dak.
So, who we got there?
Peterson's hair, definitely.
This mouth looks very familiar. I've seen it a couple of times.
Oh, Christ. Boris, you don't have to share everything.
He was actually in Wimbledon too. I think that mouse belongs to Andy Murray.
Are they the hands of Olga Korbut? Because she used to use her hands a lot, they would have got stretched and distressed over the years. And she lived in the former Soviet Union. I imagine their healthcare wasn't what it is over here. So if she had problems with her hand, she'd go and see some sort of Russian Soviet doctor who would say, "No, no good, Nick, go away. You are no good to us anymore. You are no longer little girl on the beams." And then her hands would grow and grow and grow.
That's right.
Terrible rheumatoid arthritis. And did we care? No.
Am I right in saying that you don't know?
I personally know.
Nice.
But the captain may
Captain
well.
Boris.
That has to be a very wild guess.
OK, then. Go for 3 wild guesses.
Andy Murray.
Kevin Peterson.
And
No, the hands. Olga Korbut.
Peter Crouch.
Peter Crouch is your answer, is it?
Yes.
Let's have a look. OK.
Dad.
Jesus!
So, what we had there was the skunky hair of England batsman Kevin Peterson, the eyes and hands of horse-faced goal machine Ruud van Nistelrooy, and the shrieking mouth of Scotland's tennis sensation Andy Murray.
But you'll give us the hands, because who...
Well done, 2 out of 3.
Who's going to get a pair of hands?
Kevin Peterson is a close friend of Shane Warne, and bizarrely, they started their friendship by text messaging. It was a surprising friendship, especially as the first one read, "Take off your split-crotch panties and let me rub your fur..." Sorry, Kevin, wrong number. And at the end of that round, Boris's team has 5, Ian's team has 6. OK, it's time for a new round called Fact or Fiction, where we find out the kind of detail that separates our top sporting heroes from the not-so-good ones. Ian's team, your Fact or Fiction subject is German tennis ace Boris Becker.
Oh, God.
Here are 4 facts about the strawberry blonde tennis star. A. Boris Becker always walked on court with his shoes untied. B. Boris's winner's cheque from Wimbledon 1989 was pulped in the wash. C. Boris was taught to waltz so he could dance with Martina Navratilova. D. As a young professional, Boris's mum sent him soap because she thought he wouldn't wash properly. 4 facts, but one of them is completely untrue. Which one, Ian's team?
Boris's winner's cheque mother was pulped in the wash.
How much did you win?
Hang on, that's
Yeah, that's a good question.
That sounds...
No, you're not meant to answer this. You're meant to know.
And also that smacks of money laundering, doesn't it, having a cheque pop? Something happened to Tim Henman. His mum said, "What's that clanking in the washing machine?" "Oh, it's a 50p. It's his Wimbledon money."
Why do people give Tim Henman stick? I can't believe you're doing that. I have to pull you up.
Go on.
Tim is our man, and he has been carrying the torch for us for ages. And
He wants to try using a tennis racket instead, he might do that. Let's get back to the question, which one of these isn't true?
I think the soap. Boris's mum sent him soap because she thought he wouldn't wash properly.
Is the right answer.
Yeah?
Hey.
D was untrue. Boris's mother never sent him soap thinking he wouldn't wash. Instead, she used to send him toothpaste, assuming he wouldn't brush his teeth. Boris's team, your fact or fiction subject is former Burnley frontman Ian Wright. Seen here doing the business for England and Arsenal. OK, Boris's team, here are your facts about Ian. A. Ian Wright has a tattoo of a Harley-Davidson on his thigh.
I hope not.
B. Ian was late for his first game at Crystal Palace because he went to the wrong ground. C. Ian's Chicken Tonight advert was voted the most irritating ad of all time. And D. Ian once performed a duet with Lionel Richie. But which one of those statements isn't true? Boris's team.
A tattoo of a Harley-Davidson. Well, I know you've got some tats. I saw you showing off a tattoo earlier on. You had a new tattoo on your shoulder.
Show us.
You're showing Jermaine.
Oh, I don't want to.
What is it? What's the new tattoo?
It's my children's names.
Oh, you've got a new tattoo? OK, that's a lovely thing. We're not mocking you for that. What else you got, though?
I got
a
Harley Davidson on my thigh.
Yeah, OK. Remember that time you were late for your first game at Crystal Palace?
You know what? I went to the wrong ground.
He probably was late.
Can you believe it?
That Lionel Richie's a good singer.
Only when I was singing with him.
Yeah, there we go. Didn't you once perform with Lionel Richie? Is that right?
I did perform once a song on a German television show.
What did you sing? What did you sing?
No, I wasn't singing, I was playing the guitar.
You play guitar?
Well, it was unplugged.
But you can play?
No.
That's why it was unplugged.
Fair enough.
Now, listen, that advert is just about the most irritating advert you can think
Is
of.
that bad?
Well, it is really awful, yes. None of his adverts are any good, but that's the worst one, right? Right. He doesn't do them so much. He's not so popular anymore. But that seems to me like a trick question, because that is the one you would go for immediately, right?
Now, as the captain, I make the decision, and it's B.
It's the wrong answer. It was C. Ian's Chicken Tonight was voted the second worst advert of all time, tragically beaten to the top spot by that advert for Bounty Kitchen Towels. OK, that's the end of that round, and Boris's team has 5 points, Ian's team has 9 points. Time for teams to put on their blindfolds now, as in time-honoured fashion, we play Field the Sportsman. Ian and Rory, if you'd care to take your places, please.
No problem. You can put it on if you like.
The blindfolds on. Can we have our first mystery guest, please?
Well, guys are whistling, so...
You lucky bastards.
It is a woman. I can feel her bra strap.
Are you feeling already?
And your time starts now.
Hello.
What kind of a place is... What is this? What kind of women are they? What's going on?
This one's kneeling down here.
Is it?
They got a load of nuns. Oh, hello, what's this?
Can I really frisk, please, love? Please. I quite like you. All right, then push me away.
Excellent. This is...
Hey, there's more.
Oh, excuse me. No, it's my fault entirely. So... Oh, I recognise these gloves.
It's something to do with cricket.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. Where are they gone?
This is fantastic. Oh, sorry.
Who just tapped me?
My mistake.
Are you a cricketer?
It's a...
You're a cricketer, aren't you?
Hello.
Ian, you can't just say, are you a cricketer? That's... What's the point of the blindfold on?
OK, we have to... Hurry up, we need an answer.
The England ladies cricket team.
It's the right answer. Yes, the Ashes winning England women's cricket team. OK, Boris and Jonathan, it's your turn now.
Come on, boys, let's go.
There you go.
This is the bit I told you about, the good bit.
Whoa! Look at that.
Yes, yes. Yes, it is the autumn collection from Viv Westwood. And yes,
Okay, we're
I am
standing
the
right.
first to buy
OK,
it.
blindfolds on. Can I just say that it's nice to see you've come as Rupert Burr's rent boy? OK, can we have our mystery guest, please?
I hope it's Manny.
That was a big
Right,
cheer. That was
I think the word short straw sprang to mind. Your time starts now.
Okay, I got one.
You got one?
Well, I don't know.
I've got a bit over
I
here.
don't know. We have many?
Jesus, hold on.
That's
Did I just get my bird flu jab?
I mean, I really hope that's a man.
What do you mean you hope it's a man?
Well, he's...
What, you tired of women?
No. Oh my God. Yeah, this is...
Well, he or she is a big one. It's blimey. Is it Eamon Holmes?
Is it just one? Good.
Nice
There's
long
something
hair.
in the hand.
Nice long hair.
I got something here.
Is it
Got
meatloaf?
something- All right.
Bad out of hell.
Open your fingers or whatever that is.
Sounds very aggressive.
Okay, I got
Is it, hold it, is it raw? He's still standing up?
Yeah.
OK, we need an answer.
It's with the long hair, the beard.
Yes.
What's his name? Andy Fordham. Andy
Correct.
Fordham.
It's the right.
That was big man.
He was a big man.
He was a big man.
I felt bigger.
At the end of that round, Boris's team has 8 points, Ian's team has 12 points. We end with another new round, Sporting Vogue, where the teams have to replicate well-known sports images. So, for example, if I went like this, you'd know I was doing Vinnie Jones. Whereas if I did this, you know I'd be doing Venus Williams after she'd been hitting the testicles. The team in front goes first, which is Ian's team, so that means that Rory will be doing the posing. So if you care to go out to the front, please, Rory. There's your...
Rory, take it with you, bro.
I'll do.
OK, you can give some clues to the sport, but you can't talk, and no guessing until Rory has struck the pose. OK, your time starts now.
Football.
Got it.
What was that?
Who is it?
Roger Miller.
Oh,
It's the right answer, Roger Miller during the 1990 World Cup. It's more of a sporting pose than charades.
What are you doing now? That's disgusting.
You know you've
Dennis
dropped that
Taylor.
saxophone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dennis Taylor.
Dennis Taylor winning the 1985 World Snooker Championship there.
You're doing really well, Rory. You're doing great.
Paula Radcliffe.
Paula Radcliffe. Having a wee during this year's London Marathon.
Oh, mate!
Oh, God. Look away now if you don't want another result. Oh, my God. Oh.
Ryan Giggs.
Ryan Giggs during the 1999 FA Cup semi-final. Keep it up. OK, Boris's team, you need 9 points to win. And, Jonathan, it's you to do the posing.
Oh, right. OK,
But
Boris.
don't forget, once again, the rules are you
Boris,
can't
focus,
talk.
focus.
Concentrate.
Okay.
Your time starts now.
Matthew Kelly.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on, that's it!
Yeah, right.
Johnny Wilkins.
Yes,
Johnny Wilkinson in his famous cricket pose.
It seems like a tennis player.
I think I've hurt my knees.
You look like a little Scottish gnome.
Bjornborg.
Okay.
Yes, that's correct, but we're not giving you a point for that. Rules are rules.
Oh, Mac. All right. Oh, OK. All right, you'll get this one.
brilliant, this
Here's
one.
sport.
Which one?
Cricket.
Cricket. Yeah, which
That's
one?
such a bad ball.
Three, that's me, yeah.
That's you.
Yeah!
NASA can say.
Next wall of featherball.
Ladies tennis.
Ladies tennis, short skirt.
Oh, good God. Oh, good God.
Real football team.
Oh, my God.
No.
Oh, good God.
That's a picture of a...
Poster lady.
Yes.
Whoever she
Yes,
was.
it's the it's tennis girl from the 70s calendar. OK, that's the end of the round and the end of the competition. And in second place, Boris's team with 11 points. This week's winners, it's Ian with 17 points.
When you're used to winning, it's all about winning, baby. When you're used to winning, it's all about winning.
So thanks to Ian, Rory and Jermaine, Boris, Jonathan and NASA. My name's Lee Mack. Join us next week on They Think It's All Over. Goodbye.
Yay!
Stick around for more from Jonathan Ross. He's got the latest movie news for us next on BBC One Northern Ireland in film 2005.